A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move, Treasurer Jim Chalmers has unveiled his fourth budget in 3 years, emphasizing a strategy centered on repair, relief, and reform. With Prime Minister Anthony Albanese gearing up for election shortly after the budget's release, the stakes are high for the government. Key elements of the budget have already been disclosed, revealing a mix of small and significant financial commitments aimed at addressing pressing national issues. One of the most notable announcements is the relief for households and small businesses, with a plan to wipe $150 off power bills starting July 1st. This initiative is expected to cost the budget $1.8 billion and is projected to lower electricity expenses by approximately 7.5%. Furthermore, the budget will also see a 2-year freeze on excise indexation increases for draft beer, which is anticipated to result in a loss of $200 million in tax revenue for the government. In the realm of health, the budget is making a substantial commitment with an $8.5 billion investment to enhance bulk billing incentives. Out of this amount, $2.4 billion will be allocated over the next 4 years. Additionally, the pharmaceutical benefits scheme will see a reduction in script costs to $25, supported by a $689 million plan. The government is also set to open 50 new Medicare urgent care clinics with an investment of $644 million, and a $573 million package will be dedicated to women's health. Focusing on reproductive health and menopause, public hospitals will receive a $1.7 billion boost in funding, while aged care workers are expected to benefit from a $2.6 billion increase in wages. In terms of housing, the government plans to inject an additional $850 million over 4 years, primarily aimed at raising income caps for the Help to Buy scheme, allowing participants to purchase properties with as little as a 2% deposit. Moreover, $49.3 million will be allocated to states and territories to promote the construction of prefabricated and modular homes. Infrastructure projects are also at the forefront of the budget, with a promise of $7.2 billion for upgrading the Bruce Highway in Queensland. However, much of this work is not expected to be completed until the next decade. In Victoria, where the government is under pressure to retain outer suburban seats, billions have been earmarked for various infrastructure initiatives. Recently, 2 intersection upgrades worth $75 million were announced in the Labour held seat of Dunkley, alongside a provision of $1 billion for future rail corridors linking Western Sydney to the MacArthur region. On the defence front, the government is allocating an additional $45 million to national security intelligence agencies in response to a recent review. This includes $272 million for new Australian-made radars, $650 million to boost the stockpile of long-range missiles, and $262 million to strengthen supply chains related to the AUKUS submarine project. In light of recent natural disasters, particularly Tropical Cyclone Alfred, which impacted southeast Queensland and northern NSW, the budget anticipates an increase of at least $1.2 billion in disaster-related spending. Overall, the total cost of natural disasters is projected to exceed previous forecasts by $1.9 billion. As the budget outlines these significant financial commitments, it also presents key economic forecasts. The 2024-25 budget anticipates a slight increase in economic growth, alongside a rise in unemployment, which has remained around 4.1%. Additionally, net overseas migration is expected to slow down, with estimates suggesting an increase of about 80,000 more than initially projected. Inflation remains a critical focus, with Treasury forecasting it to hover around 2.75% for the current financial year and through 2025-26, although recent data may indicate an overestimation. Globally, the economic outlook is influenced by events, notably the policies of the Trump administration. The impact of tariffs on Australia's steel and aluminium exports is projected to cost the economy approximately 0.02% of GDP by 2030, with indirect effects potentially increasing this figure to 0.1%, or around $3 billion. The ramifications of a broader tariff war, particularly regarding China, could exacerbate economic pain for Australia. In conclusion, as Treasurer Chalmers prepares to present this budget, it is clear that the government is strategically positioning itself for upcoming elections while addressing the pressing needs of the Australian populace. With a focus on relief, reform, and significant financial commitments across various sectors, The 2024 budget is poised to shape the economic landscape in the months to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.